When you're talking to your prospect and you end up explaining or presenting, there's a high chance you're not going to win that conversation. So let me give you a few tips today how you can close like a pro. Welcome back to another video. Lenka Katsova from growwithlenka.com, helping you hit your online breakthrough. Let me give you a few tips today how you can close better when you're having that conversation, person is interested, or maybe even before that. You will need to learn how to become, instead of someone who's actually presenting and explaining everything to that person, someone who is a master in promoting and inviting. You will need to learn how to market, attract the right kind of leads, how to promote, and how to invite. You have to be master in inviting. And don't put too much pressure on yourself because you see that someone who has just started, someone who is brand new in the industry and they're killing it, and you have put so much effort, maybe even years in the industry, and you're not getting the results that they're having. There is this superstar pressure that you're not good enough, you're doing something wrong, you have to learn more, you have to do more. And it creates this wrong mindset and maybe even wrong expectations to get the results that the other people are getting. So let me share with you these tips. Promoting and inviting is not about presenting the perfect product, the best product on the market, the game changer opportunity that you have. Instead of that, you make sure that you invite people to whatever system you're using. A lot of companies come to ADM, add tag message, and they're using Facebook groups. Simply, the moment you know that that person has problem, they want the solution, they want to know more, they want to see the opportunity, you go and add them to the group that you have, tag them under pin post, under the information they're looking for, and you message them. And you continue the conversation in the messenger once they've watched the information. If they haven't watched the information, sorry, but you cannot help those people. That person has to watch it. If they have questions that are answered in that group, you can tag them under the information. You're not the one who should be explaining. You need to show them the simplicity of the system. You need to show them that it's possible, because once they've actually joined and they start doing the same business with you, they've been through that process and they know they can do it, because all you have done, you haven't answered anything. All you have done, you've sent them to the information. If you're asking me something that is explained in the video and you don't want to be watching the video, sorry, cannot help you. Of course, there are questions, there are objections, something that comes up along the way. But again, you want to give yourself out of that way. And the best way, honestly, that works are group chats. You don't have to do three-way calls. So popular. A lot of people still do it. But a lot of people are bothered and they don't want to be forced to actually get someone on the call and do three-way calls. You can use three-way chats, answer whenever that person has time, and you can add multiple people in there. You can even add customers in that chat if it's relevant to that person and that person is actually interested to start the business based on the products. You don't always have to have only your upline sponsors, leaders inside that group chat. You can also add a customer that is okay with sharing their testimonial. So multiple people can edify you and can edify the opportunity and products to that prospect, to that person or customer, and help you close that person for you. You don't have to do it yourself. The majority of the success of all the leaders are because they have helped their team. Their team is succeeding and they're duplicating their results. The success of the high top ranks is not because you are this masterpiece and perfect version of a leader. The results came from the team. You have helped enough people to succeed. So you have to make sure that they have the results. And this is a perfect way how you can help them to close other people, other sales, get a customer base. When you have a customer, add them to the group, show them the testimonials, show them the videos, educate them, make sure you are in touch, and add me to your chat. Do a group chat and I will help you close that person for you. First, you earn while you learn, because that's the biggest actually school, those lessons, because you would probably answer a lot of questions, a lot of objections differently, and you see it in a different perspective, different way, and you learn. And the same thing to that person. Eventually, they may have a product story, they may have their own testimonial, and they love the product and they want to share it with other people. That way, they can even go back and see in that conversation how simple it was and what they should be doing. Because they've been through that process. They know exactly what's gonna happen and they know they can do it. So that's one big tip. Second tip is, of course, enough follow-ups. Of course, you want to get that yes or no as fast as possible. Put a little bit of pressure on that person with some kind of bonuses, incentives, contests, and runs that you may have. You don't want to force that person or pressure them too much, but at the same time, you want them to start taking action and really make that decision. So yes or no, or maybe, and keep following up. But make sure that you are constantly in that follow-up process and it's fast. What you can do is you can actually, when you are sending people to the information, they're telling you when will they watch it, schedule that follow-up right after that. Give that person some time to actually digest all the information, maybe do some kind of research and go through the testimonials, sort all the information in their head. But within those, I would say even 24 hours, make sure you definitely follow up with them so they still have that information fresh in their head. They still have that feeling behind that information. What kind of feeling it left with them? Do they have doubts, fears? Are they excited? And what really helps is to set a reminder. When you schedule the follow-up, you can schedule the reminder in your messenger. That's why Messenger is such an amazing tool to use, because that person knows you're gonna call them and they're ready for you. So from the moment that you start talking to the person who shows up the interest, you are the inviter. You invite people to see more information, how that problem is solved, how that dream can be reached. You are showing them more information. You are not explaining it. The moment they still continue to show the interest and they do want to start, they want to see more, they're actually excited and it's interesting, you invite more people to edify that. People that have results with product, with company, and they will be their future team. That leadership will help them as well. So they will definitely want to know who they're gonna work with. Who else is there to help them succeed? And let them do the talking, let them do the explaining. Get yourself out of the way, because that person sees the process, the simplicity of you don't have to do that much actually. And they can see themselves doing it as well, and keep following up. 3 big things that you need to implement in that conversation. So use all the tools that are there. If you don't have the tools, because there are companies that may not have video, they don't have a group that's actually working and supporting the ADM system. So create it. Take a few leaders from your company, take customers that are satisfied from you, from your leaders, from your upline, and create it. It can be as simple as an interview with a leader, with someone who has results, with owner of the company. It can be an interview on video that you'll be sending people to. Use tools and leverage them to your advantage. So I hope these tips were helpful. For more tips on social media and how to build your business online, there's free membership group I'm running. Link is below this video. I'm looking forward to see you there and talking to you in the next video.